Hello. I'm Stephanie Andujar, aka StephA. I'm actually the lead behind StephA One Woman Show under Andujar Productions here on YouTube, and Andujar Productions run by me and my family. And you probably also recognize me from, let's see, there's Precious, played Rita. There's Orange is the New Black, played young Miss Rosa. And what other? Let's see, Blue Bloods, recently. I played Molly Chavez. And I've been in like a slew of other films and TV work. So yeah, I'm actually here to bring you some of my few favorite episodes from the last two seasons, season 1 and season 2, right before we get into season 3, which starts July 15th on my birthday. The first episode of season 3 will be out July 15th, and then so forth and so forth. So anyway, let's see here. One of the favorite episodes, one of my favorites when I started getting into the groove of season 1 of StephA One Woman Show, is episode 5, Lost in Translation. My sister also really likes that. Hey, Mel. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Let's start this off. Now, this actually took place in where I grew up here. Chelsea, West 25th Street area, around there. Grew up in the projects there. I mean, my family's had history in those projects for a long time. Grew up in the neighborhood, so we've seen the evolution of it. And I wanted to capture, I guess from my perspective, what it was like to play different characters and, just bring them to life, Lost in Translation. This is actually where I went to junior high, IS 70, the old Henry Learning Center. It's been there for years. Wayne's brothers actually went there, Wayne's sisters as well, their sister. My parents went there. There's a lot of history. This is me as StephA, my mother, and my sister Mello. And I was always dancing. I was in the after-school program there. My mother put me in there, and that's where I actually found what I wanted to do, which was act, sing, and dance, and got to spread my wings that way. So here, we're actually just waiting for the platoon to come, because he's supposed to come and show some love, some support. But of course, he's late. So then she gives the responsibility over to Mello, little Mello, which she is loving Mello. And this is actually in the Fulton area, like the Fulton Projects area, also in Chelsea, where my father grew up and my grandmother. And I tell you, there's a lot of history around these parts in Chelsea, which is pretty cool, Playing these characters is like so much fun. It can be a little mind-boggling at times, but it's a lot of fun. Now this is Uncle Platoon. This is why he's late. He's in the bathroom. Oh man, filming this is all filmed, believe it or not, via phone, or usually filmed with a professional cam. You switch it up, mix it up. The cell phones nowadays have great pixels, great views.
What are you doing on my phone?
And here actually, the continuity era. I could have, did without the painted nails on the platoon there.
Okay.
Probably didn't even notice, but now I'm telling you, so there we go. So Mel, of course, little Mello, of course, is just busy trying to finagle how she can make Uncle Platoon miss this show. Always giving him what he kind of deserves, I guess, for being late. She knows it's important to little StephA and to Mom. So she's like, you know what? He deserves to be ultra late. This is a lot of fun, especially adding sound effects for Uncle Platoon's part. That's always fun. Post-editing, I would say, when everything is filmed and then editing, that's always like the best part of it, I actually really love that part. My mustache there was almost coming off too. This is Sofrita, the OG chick around the way. She thinks she's so beautiful with her man Boney Day Day, who's still trying to get himself together, but he never really does. So they're like two OGs around the block, We've seen it all, done it all, been there, done that. And there's my dog, Tika, aka Tika, known as Sazon on the show. That's Sofrita does everything. That's her. It's like her little companion. Just like him in real life.
You don't need no roommate.
So anyway, yeah, Bony Day Day here now, giving her some lame excuse why he can't show up, and he's always trying, trying to be a man, and it backfires. And actually, that payphone's not even there anymore. The payphone that Bony Day Day is using, the payphone's gone. It's like every time I kept using a payphone, then trying to go back, because this is like Bony Day Day's way of getting communication with him, especially. Now they're just gone. Now they're replaced with Wi-Fi kiosks. So I guess now Bony Day Day has to tap into that. This scene here was actually filmed like I think in March, like a cold March. It was early March, cold, and my mother and my brother do a lot of my cinematography as well. Usually a lot of my brother, so they came out to help me here. And Bony Day Day's supposed to be that OG, handball player from back in the day. Thinks he knows what he's doing, but he really doesn't. That is too funny. Oh man, this is a lot of fun right here. Because then figuring out, okay, we have to make it a little animated here to make it really funny. So I just started playing around with Bony Day Day's handball skills. Some animation came in to make him look like he was really nice. But he wants to school the youngins, get off the phones, have a good time, get off the phones, you know what I'm saying? And then he's gotta go, he's gotta dip. And that's interesting here. I created this, that Puerto Rican shirt. It was like inspired by Selena Quintanilla. Because she used a lot of rhinestones and stuff like that on her bras and everything. And I was inspired to make a Puerto Rico shirt because I made a Baila Conmigo music video. So I actually put it into I incorporated it into the scene, just, to kind of give a reference there, like, message! And Sofrita, she seems like she's always looking for love, always wanting love in her life. That's why it's displayed there. And here now she's looking for a roommate. So this is actually interesting because this is when a new character is getting introduced here. And she feels like, you know what, I need someone else in my life to take away the distractions from Bony Day Day. Let's get him out of here, So she's really now focused on the task at hand. Finding that roommate. She found that roommate really, really pretty quick too after her workout there. That's coming up. I like to exercise too to let off some steam, so I guess that's where Sofrita gets her athleticism from,
Yes, we're gonna work it out.
Always making Tika, aka Sazon, kind of go along the ride with her. And of course, she's gorgeous, Sofrita. Her 80s inspired, flash dance retro workout here. This episode here especially is when I started really getting into Tika. And my dog is she's like so photogenic. She'll let you do anything, to make it work. And this is so fun, this part right here, man. Yeah, it was fun doing season 5 because here I got to explore more. I got to test more with editing. And here, Sofrita's just taking out all her aggression that I guess she feels, toward Bony Day Day and all her frustrations, and showing people that she still got it, she can still do her thug dizzle. This was too funny. This is Sofrita's sexy moment, She just had that retro 80s moment, leg warmers and working out, and thank God I am pretty, what is the word, nimble, I guess. And throwing in some of my dancing technique. I've been dancing since like 11, 12 years old. And Sazon has some dancing technique as well. Ooh, it's been a long workout there, right, Sofrita? Yeah. So now So her roommate now is gonna show up. The one that she found via Craigslist. So this should be interesting. I didn't realize how long this workout sequence was until now. Oh, okay. So now Platoon here. This is actually right down near Chelsea Piers area, and now it's not as sketchy as it seems. Just with all warehousing and stuff, it kind of comes off that way. But this was a perfect location for it, and now Platoon's lost his way because Little Mello is going in the wrong directions. So he's like, where am I going? Where is the school? Where is the kids? Where's my sister? I don't know. I don't see them. What's going on here? Little does he know he's about to get yoked up. Playing Platoon is so fun. He's one of my favorite characters actually to play on the show because he's just so funny. He's like, whoa, StephA, where you guys at? Wow! And he gets yoked up. That's it. That's the end of that. So here now is the French, all that Frenchmas thing, mirepoix. And the leggings are actually designed too by my sister in Revision Apparel for her clothing company, Revision Apparel. And when she gave me those leggings, I had them, and I knew now for mirepoix they were perfect because they're sexy and they come off Parisian. Mirepoix is very in touch with the Paris fashion, so it just made sense that Revision Apparel would be Parisian type of fashion, Mirepoix. And it's actually mirepoix comes from the French sofrita, which is like a concoction, of a bunch of vegetables, and it comes out to be like a sauce. So she's the French equivalent of sofrita. And she smokes, of course. Can't have her not smoking without being French. It comes with it. This is now. It's just so cool when I started putting them together. Seeing the differences, Sofrita is grilling her, giving her that New York, who are you, where you from, what you about, kind of grilling going on. Mirepoix's no one ever tells me what to do. Excuse me, you don't tell me what to do. Who are you? Now it's she's meeting her other half, her tougher half in a sense here, But little does she know that there's a little more to mirepoix than meets the eye, And, Sofrita's a little jelly, just a little jealous there, I was always told I was the, Latina Cindy Crawford. Now she meets the French Cindy Crawford. Both delusional, But they're both beautiful, in their own way, which is kind of cool. And it's funny that the apartment does have the Parisian feel, which is my apartment. So y'all are getting an inside view to where I live, which is okay, Yeah, and she has artwork too that's French, but she didn't even realize that. Just because it looks nice, right? And that artwork actually was gifted to me by my sister too for one of my birthdays. I think about 2 years ago, I guess, yeah. Nearly 3 years ago. And my sister gave me that, so it worked perfect to be incorporated into the show. Mirepoix's looking at her surrounding. This seems like a good laying ground, I didn't realize how long this scene was too. I gave them a lot of dialogue here, I noticed. Sofrita realizes that the man in her life is also the man in Mirepoix's life. So now this is where, in the middle of this season here, this is where Bonnie Dede's world is going to start crumbling in the later episodes, And now she finds out, what's his name? What's his name, this mysterious man? Ken, what do you say? How do you say, Bonnie Dede? Dum dum dum. This is too funny. This is now worlds colliding, Ends up being her roommate, but they have the same man, which goes to show that they have actually a lot in common than they thought. like, that's not right. That's my man. It's like, this is not about you. It's about the people. This was actually a long scene. I didn't even comprehend how long this was. It could have been taken down just a skosh. And Tika, aka Sasong, she's just there chilling. Like, she's such a great dog. She doesn't give no grief, no barking really, which is really, really cool. Now someone's arrived. Who's at the door? Boney Day Day. That's it. It's all done dizzle now for Boney Day Day. She's like, I don't need a roommate. You can get out of here. Now he sees what's up. He sees what's up. It's all over now. Filming this too, you know, going between characters is usually like, okay, I gotta film her, and then gotta film her, and then gotta film him, and it's even when now there's more characters than one, it can get, but it actually works out at the end, you know. What? Just knocks him out. That's it. It's done dizzle. That was with a handheld cam going down. I do a lot of my own stunts there. This scene right here was actually me in the middle there when I was in Beacon program. I was like 12 or around 13 years old, and that's when I was dancing there. Yeah, being a bit of a ham. So that was my Beacon performance in real life, you know, parlaying it into my show. Choreographed by Derek Ties. So now they're back home, they're chilling. They're, you know, going over the whole performance. Mel recorded it, little Mel recorded it, and, you know, little stuff I was picturing. What does this mean for me in the future? Yeah, book and work like that, right? This is too funny. What happened to Uncle Platoon? Where was he in all this? Oh, there he is. This is also handheld cam. Luckily I had another baseball cap made a hole in it, you know. And it looked like he got really messed up. I laughed. Kicked out of my car. What you think happened? I laughed so much. And there's bloopers to this season, so check them out because you'll see how much I laughed during this part. This was so funny. I cracked myself up. Thanks to Little Mello, Uncle Platoon, and Little StephA loves it, of course. Mom, what are you gonna do? And I dedicated this episode to Derek Ties, who's actually the man that taught me a monologue, how to dance, choreography, acting, singing, you name it, and big him up for this. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for leading me on the right path. Stay tuned, there's another episode coming up.